Welcome back to Empowered. I'm Elizabeth Namovsky, and today's topic is women for Parkinson's. Ladies, what's the most common cause of deaths in Parkinson's patients?
So, Parkinson's itself is not a fatal disease, but in its advanced stages, there can be certain complications, such as infections like pneumonia or injuries or falls. The good news is that a lot of these things, through preventative measures, can be minimized. While it's important to be aware of the potential challenges that Parkinson brings, the real focus should be on enhancing our quality of life. So, this can be through a combination of treatments, support groups, healthy lifestyle choices, including exercise is a big one. By maintaining a positive outlook and seeking the right care and resources, people can successfully manage Parkinson's and continue to live quite fulfilling lives for many years.
So, what can we do to help a loved one once they've been diagnosed? Deb?
Well, I would agree with what Emily has said, that quality of life is important. And when you get a Parkinson's diagnosis, it's not a death sentence. You can continue to exercise, do the things you like to do, travel. It's crucial to approach the situation with patience, compassion, and a commitment to learning. And I'll tell you a story about my brother and I. When he was newly diagnosed, I was staying with him for a weekend while my sister-in-law, who is a saint, to Edmonton with her family. And I understand what I should be doing. And, at one point, he and I were both in tears. And he said, I think you should just go back to doing which is asking people and stop with the caregiving part. But I am much over the years, we've learned patience is a big part. And one of the frustrations with Parkinson's is that it is so unique. It can be different from one day to the next. Same person can react to the weather, to stress, good stress or bad stress will make them more dyskinetic and have more tremors. So you have to understand, really learn how the disease progresses, understand it, reach out to Parkinson Canada. They have many, many supports, and having a support system in your community is key. So I know many people who've received a diagnosis of Parkinson, and they've joined a running group or a walking group with other Parkinson's patients. So that helping you navigate, the information is out there, and the more you know, the better you'll be able to cope with it.
Well, I always thought, knowledge is so important. Um, I've often wondered, and so have a lot of other people, would Parkinson's be inherited from your parents or your family?
So, currently, research is showing us that there's a combination of genetics, environmental factors, and lifestyle choices that can influence whether somebody develops Parkinson's. The majority of people living with Parkinson's don't have a genetic connection to the disease. However, in a small percentage of cases, Parkinson's can be inherited. So, this area of genetics and Parkinson's is a major focus of ongoing research right now as we try and work out and better understand these connections.
So I know that you are doing a lot of research and you're starting to do research for women as well. I have not heard that there is a cure or treatment for Parkinson's. Is there anything that's helpful out there other than, I guess, just basic drugs for coping?
Mhm. So you're right, there is no cure at this time, but there are a lot of treatments that help manage symptoms and improve people's overall quality of life. These include medications, physical and occupational therapy, regular exercise, and in some cases, deep brain stimulation. So while these options can effectively reduce symptoms, they ultimately don't address the root cause of the disease. So researchers are working actively to discover new therapies and treatments to help people with Parkinson's live life to their fullest.
So I know that we talked about this earlier. I can't remember if it was the first or second segment, but we were talking about research for women. What is being done now just to bring women to the forefront with Parkinson's?
So there's nothing specific at the moment that's being done, but researchers, by raising the awareness of the differences that women are experiencing with their symptoms and the diagnoses that they're maybe getting later with women for Parkinson's, we're trying to raise that awareness so that more scientists and particularly female scientists. We want to fund the women who are working on that. But one thing that we do know that can slow the progression of Parkinson's is movement, so exercise. And that can improve your day-to-day experience, plays a crucial role in managing
Deb,
Parkinson's,
hold
whether
that
it's a
thought. We'll be right back.